Boom shakalaka, a big warning for Bitcoin, as many firsts occurring could lead Bitcoin to levels we have never seen. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including a Bitcoin warning plus Bitcoin firsts all lining up could be leading us towards levels no one even considered. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, helps out a lot. Come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. And of course, subscribe if you haven't. Now, today, fear and greed at 81, down from yesterday's 82, still an extreme greed for the past week and greed for the past month. The overall market up 4% today. Bitcoin at 71,835, Ethereum at 4040, BNB at 539, Solana 153, XRP 69 cents, Cardano 76 cents, Dogecoin 17 cents, and Shiba 4 zeros and a 3. Now, Bitcoin. If we chart the bar pattern from when Bitcoin broke $20,000 over when it just broke the previous all-time high of $70,000, we can see this would put Bitcoin up towards roughly $140,000 by the time of the halving, before a little drop down maybe after that halving. Now, that could be very interesting. If you stay tuned, there's a couple charts that do substantiate this data. But before we get into that, very interesting warning for Bitcoin right now. This has not been wrong in the recent past. Right now, the TD sequential indicator showing a sell signal for Bitcoin on the 12-hour charts. Since early February, every time this indicator suggested selling, the price of Bitcoin dropped by 1.6 to 3.5%. This trend is something short-term traders should watch closely. So if you are trading short-term, may be worth paying attention. However, if you're a long-term trader, hodler, investor, whatever, maybe worth just ignoring that one. Because if we take a look here, the beatings will continue until all of the shorts go broke. You can see a lot of shorts lining up here at $73,000. If Bitcoin price goes up to there, it'll squeeze all the shorts. They'll have to cover their positions, lose all their money, and Bitcoin price will continue to go up. It seems like a lot of this trend is just liquidation of leveraged traders, and no surprise there. Right now, everyone is piling into Bitcoin, nonstop, furious accumulation from every cohort, from whales to all the way down to people for less than 1 Bitcoin. We're going to teleport higher from here. Not only that, but you also have to remember all the spot ETFs piling in as well. Now, why are they doing that? Well, it turns out the global M2 will increase rapidly soon. This is why BlackRock CEO compared Bitcoin to digital gold and a flight to safety. So BlackRock, Fidelity, all these other ones, most likely traders will be continuing to pile in to Bitcoin because it's very easy for them to do so. And that is illustrated most clearly here on this chart, the Bitcoin 1-month vortex indicator at its highest reading in the history of Bitcoin, potentially the strongest uptrend we have ever seen for Bitcoin. This tool is named after the flow of water in rivers and turbines, and based on the idea that movements and flows in the financial markets are akin to the vortex motions found in water. This vortex is going to suck in all the capital it can. Now with the spot Bitcoin ETFs, that has access to the $100 trillion global stocks market. Now, Bitcoin right now entering phase 2 of the bull run, and in case you can see this right here, phase 2 is all up territory. Now, how is it phase 2? Well, we have this red line, which is the Tenkan line right here. And as soon as Bitcoin breaks through there, that is phase 2 all up territory. Right now, Bitcoin has broken the high point of the Tenkan, breaking into phase 2 all up territory of that bull run. So big things are coming. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of firsts happening in this cycle, which in my estimation would make this cycle different from all other cycles. Article 1 right here. First cycle in history where Bitcoin has a new all-time high before the halving. As you can see previously, Bitcoin was generally about 100% away from the previous all-time high at the time of halvings. So there's Article 1. Article 2 right here. The first time we have a cross of the weekly 100 and 200 moving averages at the time of a halving and a new all-time high. Historically, it has never crossed. It has narrowed and it has gotten pretty close to crossing, but it has never crossed historically. Right now, we've had the bearish cross, and it is aiming towards a bullish cross, which could send Bitcoin to the most explosive bull run we have ever seen. And Article 3 right here. Bitcoin broke above its all-time high in just 6 days after its first test. Historically, we have 1, 2, 3 attempts. Here was 18 days, and here was 48 days after first attempting to break through the all-time high. This tells us There is a lot of momentum, there is a lot of attention, and like the Vortex indicator is pointing out, there's a lot of capital that is going into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies right now. Article 1C, the spot ETFs that we were talking about previously. Now, what does that mean? Well, first things first, after breaking through a previous all-time high, Bitcoin has taken 41, 42, or 46 bars on the weekly candles to break to a new all-time high. So based on that, the average of that would be 43 bars. That would mean we would have a new all-time high roughly around January 2025, which makes sense because historically we do see run-ups November, December, January. This would make a lot of sense based on previous cycles for a new all-time high, which means that there's roughly 10 months left of Bitcoin run, but the price could go quite high in that time period. As a matter of fact, if we take a look here, every time Bitcoin has broken previous all-time highs, it goes up parabolically through every fib extension and beyond in short order. Why is this time different? Right now, the 4.236 extension is at $240,000 for reference, which is where it could be headed. And that may not even be the top. According to this Bitcoin price model by Willy Woo, right here, the top right now is $337,000. And this is before the massive tick up happens as price starts to go parabolic. So we could see a price higher than anyone is expecting, and it can happen very, very quickly, especially since we're in price discovery mode. There is no resistance above where Bitcoin price is right now. Could head up very quickly. Before halving, price could even double, but we'll kind of have to see how that plays out. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.